Hello, I was muted, so you missed everything I said in the last minute. Whoops. I have two mutes. I have both like a software mute and a hardware mute. I undid the hardware mute, but I forgot to unmute my software. So let's start that over again. Happy Monday. Welcome to Omnifactory stream. I've updated once again to the latest version of Dev, both for the pack and for prototype trousers applied aerogistics. So fingers crossed, nothing's too broken. Besides that, nothing really to say. So what's new in this dev version? Let me check. In fact, let me show you how you can check for yourself even. So let's switch to this. Good, not my porn tab. All right. So go to the Omnifactory Discord, or not Discord, the Omnifactory GitHub. And then make sure you're on the dev branch and just look at recent commits. And then this will tell you what has changed recently. So switch some item renames to language-based renames. I think that just some items had weird tooltips. This fixes that. That's just comments. No big city. So mod updates. This is a big change. A bunch of mods were updated. And I don't know exactly what here, what the practical effects of these mod changes are, but that's what that's what's new today. All right. So anyways, this tab, back to Minecraft. I have vacuum tubes in my inventory, so I guess let's go do some bounties. I love the system of bounties I set up. It's just so easy. Free money. Except for the fact that I have to like move items around in my inventory so much. Alright, how much money did I make off that? I don't know, we made some amount of money off that. But we are richer now than we were before. Check the Dragon Ball buffer? Sure. Why does this look different? It's fully spun up. Alright, well, not gonna worry about that then. Yep, Dragon Ball's full. 2.14 trillion RF. Oh, it's not actually It's not actually 2 to the 31st minus 1. It's actually just 2.14 trillion. So that's done. What else were we checking? The amount of plasma we had banked. 522 buckets. We basically use it as fast as we make it. Like, we make it marginally faster than we use it on average. So, that's plasma. And lastly, neutronium. 332 ingots of it. Well, that's a lot of neutronium. Did I spin up all the turbines last time? I did. So, let me double check that, but first let me switch this to, GRI synchronized standard keep. GRI synchronized standard keep, yeah. With having that much neutral, well, okay, let's first make sure all of our turbines are actually spun up. I think I have a way to teleport to the top of it, right? If the topmost one is spun up all the way, yeah, then I expect they're all spun up all the way. Wait, fuel amount 0? But you are spinning. Don't tell me this is 0. Alright, I'm gonna assume that's just a display bug then. Yeah, I guess they all display as having 0 fuel. Alright, whatever. We've made 2,480 blocks of nickel. Let's see. What else I was gonna check? Oh, right. Now that I have enough neutronium to reach tank, I'm gonna turn this system off, I think. And then request a couple more of these Naquata miners. No? What? No rubber wood? How am I out of rubber wood? Excuse me? Where's all my rubber? Oh, I'm turning it all into charcoal. How much TNT did I, not this thing. How much TNT did I make? That's toluene. Alright, well, we're gonna have to turn this off because I need my rubber wood. Let's see, how much TNT do I have? 20,000, that's enough. Is redstone all good? 200,000. And witch matter, 100,000. So, I think we're in good I think we're okay. I just need a little bit of charcoal or wood to be able to make whatever it was I was making. What did I request that needed? Wood. Man, I don't even remember what we're doing anymore. I guess let's just look. Oh, it was one of the it was a Naquata, because I used up all my Naquata dust. Yeah, I turned all my Naquata dust into Naquadria dust. So, by now we probably have gotten the wood for. Can we get 10 of these going? Yeah. Check my processing rates. What about them? None of them should be doing anything. They basically only do work on demand, so there's nothing really for them to do right now. They're all here. They exist. Alright, yeah, let's just continue on with quests today. So, I know I'm going to need... Well, let's start by looking at Omnium. I lose all my pins each time the pack updates, but... let's also... What's the command? To move your tooltip to the center. I can't. I for the life of me don't remember this command. Top config. Top CFG. This one. Oh, you were seeing if these things now display their working status? Let's check. What are the compressed plates called? Nope, that has not been updated by the looks of things. That was a very fast task, though. Let's... heavy plating. Yeah, it's... the tool... the one probe still displays its progress. The UI... I don't think Greg Tech was updated, or Shadows of Greg, whichever mod is responsible for that, was updated here. Okay, so yeah, Omnium. Anything new in the update? I don't honestly know. So we'll figure it out as we go, I guess, is where I'm going with that. Anyways, Omnium. So I need to load you, encode this recipe, save that. That goes into here, and then the other one here is 7x7. Is that you? Yeah. Oh, I saved it as a processing recipe. It needs to be a crafting recipe. Import this, save, load you, switch over to Ultimate. Save. Good. Have I watched Death Note? I have not. I've forgotten which one is which now. This one is the 7x7, so I assume that means this one's a 9x9? Yeah. 9x9 goes into here. 7x7 goes into here. And in theory, that encodes the Omnium recipe. I should be able to hit this button and it'll make me one, with the exception of obviously we're missing stuff. I have 0 pulsating iron. Excuse me? I have 0 pulsating iron. Because I give it uraninite. I can give it clathrates instead, right? This can be smelted into pulsating dust? So that'll produce pulsating iron? Alright, well now it's swapped to clathrates. Let's get faster alloy smelters for this. Ivy? Is Ivy too high for this? This is MV cable? Yes, it is. We can go to EV then. An EV alloy smelter and a EV electric furnace. And I think the only thing I had to set was... yeah, the only thing I had to set was the auto output on this one. Ta-da! Okay, so that makes that... it's all getting melted into... yeah, it's all being turned into pulsating crystals because I put an upgrade in the pulsating crystal drawer, which is apparently not locked. Alright, so that'll make that. For now, let's just look at Omnium. And we'll pin the stuff that's missing, and then add on-demand recipes for it as needed. Wait, pin? Pins? No pins. Oh, hold on. Does that only work if I do it through... yes, I see. I have to do it through a native applied energistics terminal. I can't do it through the wireless terminal. Alright, we're gonna pin all the things. What did I go up to? Potassium? Wait, did I get lithium? Yeah, I did. And one last row. All right. So, pulsating iron. For stuff like this, we can just make on demand. We can't make the dust by hand, can we? No. So pulsating iron is this. And then pulsating dust we will make from clathrates on demand. You already have a recipe. Let's make sure it's the right recipe. From clathrates, it is the right recipe. Pulsating iron, on the other hand, do I have that in here already? I do not. Be careful for overlaps with that. The alloy smelter is on blocking mode, so there is no concern about recipe overlays. So that is on-demand pulsating iron. Next up, arsenic. Arsenic comes from electrolyzing cobaltite, right? Yeah. Of which I have 40. Well, that's cobalt. What does cobaltite come from? Byproduct of cobalt ore? Hold on. We can electrolyze cobaltite, realgar, energite, or tenonite. I'm pretty sure we're supposed to use the cobalt one. Which of the cobalt ores comes from a microminer mission? None of them, apparently. I guess we can just buy a bunch of cobaltite. I don't need that much, but let me make sure I'm not missing something. Like, is a tiny pile made by anything? No. That requires arsenic. Alright, so it's 1/3. It's 50-50 of realgar. Can we get realgar from anything? Doesn't look it. That's an awful ratio. 4 out of 29 is an awful ratio. Okay, so we just have to get this somehow. And we just need to find which of the cobalt... So cobalt ore produces that as a byproduct. Cobaltite ore... Where's my ore processing tab? Produces cobalt ore. So I'd rather buy cobalt ore and process it, as opposed to buy cobaltite ore. Is there a cobalt ore? There is. Do any of the cobalt ores have a recipe? That's a negative, Ghost Rider. I guess we're buying cobaltite then. Well, it's not expensive, but... The thing is, if we buy cobalt... Wait, what? We're buying this ore. If we buy this ore... Hold on. The crushing step byproducts cobalt, so that's not useful. Washing steps byproducts cobalt, not useful. If we skip the washing step, still cobalt, still not useful. Still cobalt. Like, all the byproducts are cobalt. I think I'd rather get regular cobalt ore, because this gives cobaltite as byproduct each step. But I guess if I want cobalt ore, I have to, like, go mine it. No, this is also cobaltite. Screw it. Cobaltite it is. Let me just buy you. There we go. The solutions to our problem: spend money. You cannot buy cobalt ore, no. If you could, I would have bought it. But anyways, we'll let that process. We'll leave arsenic pinned. I guess we can set up a thing to process cobalt-type dust as that comes out. So it's a... What does it do? It electrolyzes into 3 things. Go EV, I guess. And then electrolyzes into 3. Where did I get the arsenic for cobalt arsenide? I didn't use cobalt arsenide. I used indium gallium phosphide in its place. We can... Nope. Can't scroll wheel that one. Never mind. I thought there was a way to scroll wheel this one. I guess it was the other filter that's scroll wheelable. I don't need to do any fancy robot arm shenanigans here because we are using this to import exactly 1 item. You electrolyze into that. Go into this. And then lock those up. Alright, of these, we will void cobalt and that, and then fill them up. Oh look, I had exactly the right number of upgrades. Neat. And I even remember to plug everything in. Alright, so that'll make arsenic for us. It'll take it a little while to get through processing all of that. Did I buy enough? How much did I buy? Each piece of ore produces 6 cobaltite, so it produces 2 arsenic. Did I buy like... Yeah, I bought more than 250 ore. That's enough. Okay, we can unpin that. Calcium. I assume this is just... we smelt calcium. Easy. Multi-smelter. Carbon. We smelt carbon. Another easy one. I'm always excessive on my drawer upgrades. Yeah, I mean, it's cheap, so... why not? Indium. We smelt indium. This game is hard, guys. Lanthanium. This requires a blast furnace, I saw. Yep. Okay. How was I doing my blast furnace array? Multiples of 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Was it 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Looks like it's 10. Some of these ingots that we almost never use for anything else, we may as well just do it on demand. Lithium, smelt that. From... where's my lithium dust? Here it is. I know I have boatloads of that. Magnesium. You guessed it. manganese. Our poor multi-smelter slots are going to run out. Potassium. Do I have plenty of dust. Sodium. Plenty of dust. Well, actually, I have less sodium dust than I expected. But we have plenty. Yttrium. This one might be a blast furnace. Yeah. One, two, three, four, and I'm out of patterns. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Vanadium steel. Blast furnace, the dust. Steel, chrome. Okay. Wait. Steel, vanadium, chrome. What to say? If it's called vanadium steel, I kind of expect there to be vanadium in the recipe, don't you? Assembler, hide fault. There we go. How do you do your vacuum freezing? I automatically export hot ingot. Well, I storage bus hot ingots into the vacuum freezer, so they will automatically be frozen as needed. I guess manual in the smelting recipe. The dust is a mixer recipe. Do I have a mixer on demand? I don't have a fuzzy export bus, but I have a filtered export bus with a GregTech filter. I have an HV mixer. Is that enough to make manual and dust? Yeah, it takes it a while, but that'll do. Do I just have... No. Do I have cobalt? Or I definitely have cobalt, and I have ardite. Okay. So I guess we can drop this into the HV mixer. That's manulin. Night slime is chemical reactor with titanium and slime blocks. We'll get back to that one. Let's see. Let's drop these off into the multi-smelter. I might make manulin somewhere, but I don't have it. I definitely am not smelting it. Wait, is manulin dust used in... No, manulin isn't used in lumium. Alright, I need more multi-smelter slots. Wow, we very damaged a dark steel anvil. That's it's a lot of crafting to very damage a dark steel anvil. Is there a space? Yeah. Alright, let's hit our solidifies very quick. So I need... how slow are these recipes? There's 16 EU per tick. Let's do it here. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll skip that one. 5, 6 solidifiers. Do me up, fluid solidifiers. And then for each of these, let's do... You know what? Let's buck the trend. Give me these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll put them all in one tower. Wait, but they need inputs and outputs. Okay, change of plan. We'll power them through here. And then we will run the cable around it. Huzzah. These all are fluids, so they probably need fluid input. That would seem sensible. Hello? Fluid interfaces, please. And then they all output into drawers. Input with pumps. And then it's just a matter of giving them the right fluids. So from the top down, we have fluorine. They probably need the mold too. I assume they're all ball mold. My Damascus steel hammer from the early game is still going strong. Alright, all mode, auto output. I want to buy config copy paste tool for Greg Tech. That's fluorine. Next up, oxygen. There's an easy one. Is crafting card interfaces UPS intensive? It can be, depending on what you are crafting. Einsteinium is different because, well, I guess we can fusion reactor that now, huh? It's probably better to fusion reactor it than to it's probably better to fusion reactor Einsteinium than it is to try to make it with the whatchamacallit, the micro miner. Radon? You can shift click fluids into the slots? What do you mean, like through this? I don't see a way for me to force it in. Radon? Oh, instead of dragging the bucket up. Sure. I suppose that's a small optimization. Nitrogen. Plain old nitrogen. Yeah. It's a small but worthwhile optimization. Chlorine, mercury. Chlorine, mercury. Salt. I have no salt. I have no salt ore. Let's switch our electrolyzer to rock salt then. Where do you think our salt electrolyzer is? Like right over here, right? It used to be a mixer? Yeah. And then I need somewhere for it to put its potassium as well. That's... There we go. Is it automatically being extracted? No. It's extract on blue, and I guess... Why am I not inserting into the controller? I don't understand these old systems I built sometimes. There we go. Alright, that'll get chlorine production back up. There's probably significant chlorine backlogs to fill, so it'll take it some time, but it'll eventually do it. We are already starting to make some. And mercury. Alright. Let's put some drawer upgrades on that drawers we just added. I'm not going to upgrade these because I don't want to use all my fluids on it. Additionally, just the fact that like 2000 is already 4 times as much as I need to get to creative tank with. So 2000 will be sufficient. Are these... should I upgrade these? Why is this one not void upgrade? That one should be void upgrade. Oh, it's not void upgrade because it was upgraded to the brim already. I see. Why does Wayla say draconium lens? That's a thing about the way GregTech registers their items confusing the one probe. What exactly is going on, I do not actually know. Alright, so we can unpin those. Now, Einsteinium, we make the fluid. We can either do the micro miner, which is a tier 6 for 32, or we can do fusion for the fluid. Berkelium, California, make Einsteinium. Someone mentioned we do need liquid Einsteinium to make the neutronium heavy plating, but like we don't need a lot of this. We need 1 tier 10. Well, I mean that doesn't mean we have to do the fusion anyways. So we may as well do the fusion. It is a LV fusion, Berkelium, Californium, Berkelium. I'm swimming in it. Californium, swimming in that as well. So do I have a fusion reactor that's not in use? My Mark 1's not in use anymore, right? Yeah, I can retask this. So, how do I well, here. My Mark 2's not in use either. But I think my Mark 2 is better set up to handle it because it has fluid solidifiers for both, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. Why is this filled with... Oh, I see how I did this. Let's just do this. Fluid input hatch, grab another one of these, put you here. And then instead of supplying with a hopper, we'll just have the ME system supply berkelium and californium here. Berkelium here. And why is my wire running here? Why would I run the wire there? Jimmy, what are you thinking? Berkelium there gets melted. I'm not going to void that tank of hydrogen in case we need that again for something. So then we just get another fluid extractor. What voltage tier? I guess it doesn't matter. It's whatever voltage tier I want. Interface. Californium. We'll use this one. I guess that's the only one we have to use. And CF, there we go. Was it Ivy I picked? Is there a Greg Tech chest in the pack? There is. The Greg Tech chests are very good. They're very good because they accept Greg Tech covers. Alright, before I turn this on, I want to swap this over to not be using an ingot mold, but to using a ball mold to make berkelium. So I think by doing... Oops, I need a conveyor. By doing this, that should put californium in there, berkelium's in there, it ignores the extra fluids and starts fusing Einsteinium. Nice. So this is 144 makes 16 balls of it. There's 2 duranium in there. 16. So we need to run this for a little while to make motes, and then afterwards we just need a little bit of the leftover fluid to make plates. I'm not even going to bother connecting that output chest to the enemies. I mean, I guess it's like 2 item conduits to do. Alright, fine. Considering how incredibly little work it is to do. It has met the bar for the how lazy I am. Despite my laziness, I am willing to plug it in. There we go. It was a bit more than 2 item conduits. But that'll automatically output into the ME system now. So that is Einsteinium. Night Slime is titanium plus slime blocks. How much is 64 buckets divided by 144 makes 444. Let's just like nab this. Do you hold enough? You hold 200 buckets, that's enough. My Tech Reborn rant was entertaining. My Tech Reborn rant was me losing brain cells. 72 buckets, is that enough? Is that enough? That should be enough. Slime. I guess I don't have a thing making slime. Once that fusion reactor is done making like once the balls fill up the I guess the balls never fill up the chest anymore, huh? At some point I'll just go take the I'll go take the filter out of the chest, or the mold out of the whatever solidifier. But you don't need a lot for a creative tank. More Jimmy rants, please. I'd like my brain cells a little much. I definitely took like... I took brain damage while recording yesterday, I think. I need to do that less often. It's bad for my health. This just in. Brain damage is bad for your health. Alright, that'll make slime. I don't care if the conduit doesn't extract fast enough. And then I just need to unpack slime into slime blocks. Oh, here. We'll get a crafter. A chemical... Is it a chemical reactor? Yeah, it's an HV recipe, but it's a little slow at HV. And I apparently have LUV chemical reactors, so that's what we're going to use. Yeah. Don't ask me why I have LUV chemical reactors. Why do slimes create coins? I don't understand the correlation between slime and coin. I guess slimes drop coins when you kill them in games. Sure. Sure, let's go with that. Slimes become demon lords when you upset them. Is anyone else watching that time I was reincarnated as a slime? I love that show, man. It's adorable. Those chemical reactors may have at one point been intended for wetware. That makes sense. But I ended up not assigning them to wetware because I think I didn't have the power at the time. Alright, so you get slime. You craft slime. You use slime. And make night slime. Excellent. This goes into a drawer. You know what? I only ever need... Ah, screw it. We're gonna just throw it into a big drawer. Well, a full-sized drawer. And then put a storage bus on that. There's gonna be some night slime in the crafter. I was wondering where my extra night slime went, and I was like, I feel like it must have done some work before I opened the UI. But that makes sense. The conveyor was briefly on export mode. Yeah, that'll do. This will make, by the time it runs out of titanium, I think it'll have made enough slime. I got like 72 buckets. Is that not enough? No, 72 buckets, 500 slime. Or 500 night slime, that's enough. That's 144 per, yeah. That's specifically why I grabbed the extra 8 buckets out of the output hatch. And not just the 64 buckets that were in the machine. Alright, so now if I ask for Omnium, we are missing chrome dust and the solidified because I did not put a storage bus on it. Or a drawer controller for that matter, I believe. Since when do crafters show the recipe on top? Are you talking about these crafters? They always have. They show like a little hologram. But it shows it outside of its block space, so if you stack them, you tend to like cover it with something else. Are these all locked? Yeah. Alright, and I'm out of chrome? I appear to be out of chrome. Process some ruby for me, please. Are you still... Nope, you swapped over to rubies already. Okay, I guess you were done with whatever I gave you before. That did use every single Omni coin I had to my name, so I guess we do some more bounties. I just need more inventory space. Inventory space. Alright, how'd I do? No Omni dollars. Unlucky. Any quests I can claim? You want an Omnium to hold. I can do that soon. I guess I should hold a stack of a bunch of these things just to... Oh my god, that's gonna drive me insane. No. I refuse. I'm not doing it, and you can't make me. Make me one mote of Omnium. Alright. Those are a quarter each. You know how I can get Omni quarters easily? Like this. Bam. I just got, well, technically 0, but 2 plus like 8 Omni quarters. The fact that I have to literally hold a stack of each of those things is a little bit, annoying. Let's look at our Omnium crafting. It's crafting the exotic materials catalyst. In one of these. Nope, it's probably done with the exotic materials cat. Oh, here we go. It's doing it. Ta-da! Omnium. Well, don't get to complete that quest. We get to complete this one. You want 1 stabilized Einsteinium. Okay. $1 for that. That leads to the Naquato reactor that we're not going to build. Good. I guess we break down our Omni dollars into quarters for storage purposes. Alright, well, we've gotten ourselves Omnium. We don't need it for a little bit, but we will need it eventually. I think we need it in ingot form, right? So we can compress Omnium into ingots. Well, nuggets. And then turn that into... I don't even remember what exactly it was. It does fancy things, I don't know. I just wanted to get our Omnium made. That was actually a lot less steps than I expected. So next up, let's work on chaotic fusion injectors. Did I swap all of mine to Wyvern? Or Awake Draconic, whatever? I did. So let's upgrade the 20 that we have into this, into Draconic tier. And then to make chaotic, I need to kill the Chaos Dragon another 9 times? Can we do that? Simon says you need a bigger crafting CPU, but yes. Did I craft crafting CPUs? I did not. Craft me a crafting CPU. How full is my ball? My balls are full, bro. Our Dragon Ball is full of energy. We are filled to the brim. Well, we might not be filled to the brim anymore now that I've been using it on, like, fusion crafting. But conduit storage is, well, this is the wrong half of conduit storage, I guess. Conduit storage is basically full, 127 out of 129. The ball is basically 100% full. It's like 4 billion short of full. The ball, the donut hole. You like the title of today's levitated video? Oh my god. That fusion reactor from Tech Reborn blows my mind. I don't understand how someone thought that was a reasonable implementation. Alright, so it's crafting stuff. This is crafting stuff. I need my bigger crafting CPU. Are you busy? Yeah, you are. Please, bigger crafting. Is it worth passiving circuits? I mean, passiving circuits gets a lot easier with Creative Tank. Not meaningfully so. Okay, let's passive circuits. Let's just do that real quick. Or passive processors, whatever. So these require gold plates, diamond plates, and silicon plates. So that's gold ingot, diamond. Can we cut it? Yeah. In fact, it cuts very fast. It's probably even better to use gold. Oh no, I guess gold comes in ingot form because I don't store gold in block form. And silicon, I guess we can... What type of silicon do I store? Dust form, apparently. Alright then. Well, we make do with what we've got. Is there an RF-based furnace in this pack? Doesn't appear to be. Alright. We will do this all at HV. Give me an HV electric furnace. Hello, Daniel. HV electric furnace. You. And a whole bunch of interface. Oh, I can't craft more interfaces right now because my interface crafter is in use. That's awkward. Come on, place the wire. Place the wire. And did I not configure you? Import. Alright, so you smelt silicon. I guess if we have blocks, we can compressor it. Or if we have ingots, we can compressor it. I need 2 compressors. HV preferably. And a cutting machine. Also HV preferably. EV it is. You are a half amp recipe. Perfect. That means I don't need 2 connections. Alright, well, I'm gonna need some interfaces, but you're just gonna have to go in the queue. I'm pretty sure you're just gonna sit in the queue waiting on logic processors, right? Because there's a lot of logic processors in the queue. So for now, I'll just give you your items. Well, you get your items from that auto pushing to you. That makes silicon plates. You get your items from an interface. You get your items from an interface. And an aqueous accumulator. Guess underneath. Why have I not passed through my processes? I'm doing it now. Come on, don't berate me for this. I don't deserve to get berated for this. Is this compressor fast enough? What's a bottleneck? The two run at basically the same speed. Well, I guess we'll find out. I feel like I'm missing something. Diamond? Yeah, there's one more. You Certus plates. There we go. I have Certus dust. What turns this into plates? A GregTech compressor? That'll do. And then from there, we need a whole bunch of inscribers. So let's go drop in the inscriber recipe. Oh, look, I've already done that. 9. Maybe? Well, let's go in the queue behind the processors. Why am I doing that HP? It doesn't really matter. In the grand scheme of things, the inscriber... maybe the inscribers won't be slower. Bye-bye, HV. You guys want to see a fire? Burn, baby, burn. Oh, it only burned the wires. Oh, I burned one machine. A partial victory. Wait, there's no furnace above. I have an idea. We will have to run the furnace a tier lower. Sure, 4 amp one will do. Alright, I destroyed my conveyor with that machine that blew up. Rest in pepperonis. That's a bit faster. Now I need those. Alright, what do I need machine-wise? Compressors? I need 3 IV compressors. Good thing I have spares from when these were in the processing array. And a cutting machine. I don't have an IV cutting machine. Charles asks, Jimmy, my 82 system almost completely stops working when I connect a redstone conduit to an export bus. I've never encountered that as far as I know. In 1.7? Yeah, as far as I know it, I'm unaware of that issue. The main change of the mod updates is that package auto stuff should connect to ME networks better. Oh, is that for package auto though? That's at Shadow of Greg, right? Oh, for the updates that we've seen today. I see. Well, I'm a fan of that. Give me a cutting machine. Cutting my machines. Are my interfaces done yet? Nice. So you, and you need items. You get items, you auto output items to you compress items. Good. You get gold ingots. In. You get gold ingots, make gold plates. You get diamond blocks. Make diamond plates. You get Certus dust. Make Certus plates. And you all get plugged in. All right. The Craft Tweaker updates should have some pretty substantial performance benefits for recipe lookups. Oh, is that what the crafting manager is all about? I saw a note about that, and I remembered when I first complained about the Applied Energistics performance to the Applied Energistics guys. They mentioned something about like a capabilities based or crafting event, I think that was the word, that they cited that as an issue, and I have no clue what that means, obviously, but I suspect that is this. I need a bunch of inscribers and silicon presses. Can we? No, we have to make the presses manually. Give me an autoclave. Aqueous acute. Wait. No, it's a laser engraver. Dang it. I don't need a laser engraver. No autoclave. This is temporary. I'm just making my presses. So I need blue, red, green, and diamond. Blue. Good, we got one. The rest are in here, I think. Red. Where the hell are my other lenses? How did I make my first one? How do you make a green lens? Sapphire, emerald. Emerald. I guess I did need that autoclave. I've got to have a faster autoclave somewhere. In the time I spent searching for this faster autoclave, I may as well have just crafted in this. No, take your time, autoclave. I'm not waiting for you or anything. I take back my statement about in the time I would have spent finding a faster autoclave. I should have just put down that IV autoclave I made, gave it a water source, and then used it. Breeding IC2 crops. Oof. The IC2 crop system is very unpleasant to say the least. Alright, so which one makes the cop or the silicon? Silicon is diamond lens. And then one for green, one for red, one for red, and one for blue. From here I need to get the silicon into these. Guess we'll use item conduits. Seems like a reasonable choice. One for you, one for you, and power. Well, power in the form of ME cables. Alright, we also need a bunch of acceleration cards. I'll make those, please. Then for each one of these needs to feed into an inscriber of their own. Insert. Gold is logic, diamond is engineering, Certus is calculation. Oh, I can't click into these. So you're saying an export card or export bus with a crafting card and 3 acceleration cards, making tier 10 microminers into a trash can is a bad idea. No, I think that's actually how you're supposed to do this. I think you got this pack all figured out. When do you think you will get Creative Tank? Probably not today. Maybe tomorrow, maybe day after that. And let's then do this. And you will extract on blue, I guess. What are the main bottlenecks to getting to tank? Well, right now I'm working on the chaotic fusion stuff, which is one of the things we have to do. Basically, we need tier 9 and 10 microminers. Alright, so that inserts those things. And then I just need these circuits that they use. They're tier 1 circuits, right? I think. Oopsies. And these should all get circuits. And then they can output into drawers. And I don't think I'm going to bother upgrading these. No, I think 2000 is an... we'll upgrade the gold one. We'll leave the others alone. Because you use a lot more gold circuits than the rest. And we'll upgrade it once, not 8 times or whatever the maximum happens to be. In that time, I think our 64K crafting CPUs have finished up, so these, I don't have any ongoing crafting right now, right? These are all going to grow a bit. And 1, 2, 12. So I need 14 more to make this one special. Oh, I should probably connect the storage bus here. I should probably put a storage bus here and then connect it. Did I lock them? Yeah. The neutronium, making microminers from the neutronium is like, it's perfectly functional. However, you kind of run into the problem that it costs a lot more resources. You still have to build the fusion reactor. Like, you can't just not make a fusion reactor just because you choose to make neutronium the through the microminers. So you're still building your fusion reactor, and as a result, you are still like, you're not saving any effort there. You're just doing extra work, making extra microminers. And correct, there are no channels are disabled in this pack. What? Oh, I guess I didn't make enough. Alright, make me my last few, please. I didn't have enough processors pre-crafted. There. That should give you enough. Did I only make 13? Is this enough? 6 by 8 or 6 by 3. Yes, it is. Nope. Killed that tree. Now we should be able to run this mission 9 more times. No? Red alloy dust. Just red alloy dust. Oh, I have no red alloy ingot. I'm just going to drop this recipe in. If I need red alloy dust on demand, we will craft it by hand, the inefficient way. But I will also go look at why is it always red alloy ingot that I need to fix? Why are you not happy? You're crafting as fast as you can. It's just that it's still not fast enough. What tier are you? You're Ivy, connected to Vibrant. Well, I guess we deal with it. Nine of these, start. Oh, I just used all my red alloy on 82 crafting storage. That's true. That stuff uses a boatload of red alloy, doesn't it? Alright, maybe we just bump up the threshold. Yeah, 5,000 is way too little. 30,000. It'll take it a while to refill to 30,000, but it'll work its way up there. Why don't you just make it in the on-demand alloy spot? It's the same amount of redstone, isn't it? If you alloy smelter it? Yeah. I guess the alloy smelter might actually be faster than handcrafting it. Oh, using the blast furnace is less redstone. Using the blast furnace, it's 1-to-1 ratio copper to redstone. Whereas using the alloy furnace, it's 4-to-1. So anyways, it's crafting a whole bunch of things. Let's also kick off our other big craft. The other however much omnium we need. I know it's less than this, but I don't know how much less than... Whoa, blaze rods. Cobalt, antimony. These have not solidified enough yet. I need... What? Okay, I can't craft the other 499 of these yet. First of all, what's wrong with my blaze rods? Do level emitters cause lag? They can. Especially empty level emitters. Blaze rod. Bump up the limit. And I don't know if you need an extraction feed recipe. Considering you make 10 at a time, probably not, but... Let's kick the craft off through the, this terminal. So I can pin stuff. In fact, I can unpin this. Antimony, cobalt, those are just smelting recipes. Zinc, just a smelting recipe. Canthal, we need to make more of. Well, I should pin it so I remember that. And then a few of these solidifies, for some reason, only have 384. What is the meaning of 384? Why are they all at 384 on the dot? Radon, I think it's just it hasn't had enough time to make it. There has to be some significance to the fact that they're on 384. I guess that's my drawer limit. How much do I have in here? 20,000. Wait. It's these two that are the... I guess these three. Why do I have so little argon? Oh well, whatever. I'm not worried about argon. I guess let's just like take out all the drawer modifiers. Let it go all the way up to 2,000 and something. So that should tackle xenon, radon, krypton, and neon. Is this helium? And helium. Canthal, I was being lazy with, I think. I think Canthal, I just put the dust into here. So now I should start crafting again. There we go. I never set it up to auto craft the Canthal. I just manually craft a couple hundred Canthal when I needed it. So that's Canthal. Mercury is something we just did, right? So it probably just hasn't had a chance to make... It hasn't had a chance to make 500 yet because it's out of Mercury. And it's probably out of Mercury because my Mercury maker is a little slow. One of these is Mercury. One of these is Mercury. Whatever, it's making it. It's making it from redstone. So it'll get up there eventually. Is there an easier way to make it other than electrolyzing redstone? You can electrolyze cinnabar. I got tons of that. And we can just wait. I do need to set up a hydrogen solidifier, and I probably needed to set that up a while ago. So let's catch back up on that and make a lot of hydrogen solidifiers. They're 25 seconds at LV, which probably means that they never cap. So let's just make... This is IV? Let's make like 10 IV hydrogen solidifiers. We need mega super duper ultra compressed hydrogen for what the tier 10 or the tier 9. I guess the tier 9. Wait, no, this is just for that. Hold on, how exactly does this work? We need 4 per stellar creation data of ultra dense and 4 stacks of stellar creation data for a universe creation data. That's what it is. All right, did I request my solidifiers? I don't think so. 16, right? 16 is a fine number of IV fluid solidifiers. You have 900k redstone if I want. I have plenty of redstone. I still have 200,000 plus another 100,000 witch matter. Like, witch matter is what? This is worth 16 redstone each. So I effectively have 1.8 million redstone in the bank. Make a processing array for it. I mean, that is a good idea, huh? If I'm gonna set up 16 machines, I may as well do it in a processing array. It's almost like a processing array was made for just this. For just this thing. So I need a tiny input bus to hold the pattern. I need at least a 16 bucket fluid input. 32 will do. To hold the hydrogen. Fluid interface to provide hydrogen. A ball mold. Do I only need 1 ball mold or do I need 16 ball molds? I guess we'll find out. You are trying to cover cables. But I imagine the cable cover is busy. The cable cover is not covering cables. It is out of silicone rubber. Why am I out of silicone rubber? Are you? No. Where was my silicone rubber machine? Here. Out of chlorine. Alright, I guess I need a faster electrolyzer. I can't make another electrolyzer because I can't cover wires to make a faster electrolyzer right now. Because all my here, let's turn off our chlorine solidifier, which at the very least will reduce the load on our chlorine. I guess we'll take that off. We'll no longer solidify chlorine, so that 100% of the chlorine we make, basically 100% of the chlorine we make, can go into silicon rubber. What am I looking for? This. This is probably just not the most efficient way to make this stuff. We can do it hydrochloric acid, methanol, and silicon. Hydrochloric acid, 27,000 buckets. Methanol, oh, I only have 64 buckets of that. It'll finish covering its wires eventually. There's only like a couple hundred wires to cover. 208, 64, 16. Yeah, once it's through that buffer, it'll be fine. Because once that's a chance to rebuild its buffer, we'll be able to do a tremendous amount of wire covering in one go. I think it's just because we ran out of chlorine earlier. Where do I get the methanol? I think it's from... With only 64 buckets of it, it's not from distillation, right? Because if it was from distillation, I would have more than 64 buckets of it. I probably make it. Actually, if I make it... What is methanol for? Carbon dioxide and hydrogen. Almost assuredly I make this. Oxygen, hydrogen, carbon. I guess that means it's pretty easy to make polydimethylsiloxane. I don't make this, do I? Chloromethane silicon. No, that's basically the same step. Okay. So I need a chemical reactor with silicon, methanol, and hydrochloric acid. Chemical reactor. I have an LUV one with silicon, methanol, and hydrochloric acid. You give items, you give machines. Get a not awful pump, shall we? Where do all my IV pumps go? I guess they get used in crafting. Almost feels bad to use those very expensive pumps to move a little bit of fluid exceptionally quickly, but whatever. IV conveyors don't all get used up in crafting. I want this to be only used if the other sources run out. I'll set that in a second. What do I do with this? I mean, I guess we distill it back. I need a LUV distillery. I can read chemical names well because I don't have a chemistry background, but you could say I somewhat enjoy organic chemistry. I know that's weird, and I know I deserve to be judged for it. But like I did very well in that class. It's just a fun topic for me. That's a fluid solidifier. What the hell? That's not a distillery. All right, whatever. We have the recipe for an IV fluid, whatever, for later, I guess. Am I okay for liking organic chemistry? No, I think that is, we can tack it onto the many reasons why I'm not okay. But anyways, I do have systems that process dilute back to normal around, but I don't have, none of it is dedicated, like, or it's all, that's not the right machine. It's all each one is part of an individual process. So I don't have one that does it like just generically, which I probably should do, but now we're so close to tank that I don't care. It is somehow really fun to say polydimethylsiloxane. Yeah, that's a pretty funny word. What circuit do I need? One. Circuit. Here it is. On one. Why are you so damn slow? I guess it's a bad overclocking. Alright, so that makes hydrochloric acid, which will get recycled back into here as needed. That makes polydimethylsiloxane, which I did not mean to rotate the drawer. Goes into there. And you need to extract faster. Although we're going to be limited by our methanol, probably. So that 1 to negative 2,000. The only reason this will ever fill up is if this dilute. Well, I suppose I have multiple systems producing dilute, huh? But any system producing dilute also consumes hydrochloric acid, I think. But it appears I am not consuming hydrochloric acid from here. So I'm consuming hydrochloric acid from somewhere else, and I have no clue where that somewhere else is. It's only a little bit of a mess. But that should now allow us, that should have crafted all of our wires by now. Yeah. Yeah, all our wires are crafted. All these are crafted, good. So 16 IV fluid solidifiers. I mean, we may as well just power it with UV so we can upgrade it if needed, when needed. I assure you, this will be something we upgrade at some point. At some point, those 6 conduits that I accidentally threw, there we go, are gonna fly out of my head when the game realizes I threw them. Want hot chocolate? Ooh, I want hot chocolate. Is there a hot chocolate for the halving? I'm even going to point you this way. I think we'll point it forward to indicate that it doesn't need any input. Plug it in. Plug it in, plug it in. Do you think passiving all the micro miner is worth it? No. Pre-tank? Very no. Post-tank? You can definitely make an argument for passiving some of them. But I see no reason to passive all of them. Alright, so this makes hydrogen, it compacts it all the way to ultra dense. Is ultra dense the densest there is? Or is there ultra mega dense? No, it only goes to ultra dense. Good. Upgrade the drawer fully. Lock the drawer. Alright, that'll make us the hydrogen. I'm almost... I guess we need more hydrogen. I didn't expect that. Fill it up. Wait, does this not try to fill them all up with hydrogen? I thought an ME interface, a fluid interface like this. Whatever. How much hydrogen do I have in storage? And how am I making hydrogen? I'm making hydrogen as a byproduct of... I'm down to my last 128 buckets of hydrogen. And in fact, I'm probably extracting it as fast as I can. It's a byproduct of the sulfuric acid process, is it not? I'm pretty sure I'm getting most of it from... I mean, you can make it by throwing sodium into water. But I'm pretty sure I get most of it as a byproduct of my sulfur. Oh, you know what? I was talked out of using this sulfuric acid process, wasn't I? I was talked into using the other sulfuric acid process because it's faster, but it doesn't make me hydrogen. Alright, well, whatever. Use what hydrogen you have. Post-tank, it'll be a non-issue. Electrolyze water? Electrolyzing water is extremely slow. I mean, I guess you could set up a processing array for it, but even then, it's not terribly needed. Are my fusion injectors done? You are assembly line crafting and running tier 8s. Wait, you're still... Oh no, you are making those, okay. Let's quick sanity check, make sure these are crafting, not jammed. Okay, why? It did the thing where blocking mode is not respecting the fact that there are items inside. Why? You're not allowed to put... That's what blocking mode means. You're not allowed to put recipes in if there's already recipes in! I hate you, applied energistics. Manual distribution. Manual redistribution. disconnect Einsteinium. We can do that now. We've probably made the 500 plus balls we need ever. Yeah, that's more than 500. Guess what I can do is just pull the mold. Then we'll have 64 buckets in here, plus another 64 buckets in here eventually, before this thing stops. And that's way more than enough to get to tank. Alright, well, this stuff is crafting. It'll be done shortly. It has to run those 5 missions, and then it can run another 5 missions. Covering cables slowly. Actually, I can just cancel that now. I don't need those covered anymore. And then we can set up one more fusion injector. I guess we'll just convert one of these over to chaotic tier. What exactly is left? Let's grab a... No, I can't grab these. I have to make these. Let's make a few of these. How many do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need to run one tier 9 micro miner. And these are only used in tier 9 micro miners. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 times 2, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. A grand total of 40 of these. So I need 40 buckets of krypton. In a blast furnace of 9,000 degrees at UV. Essentially, this is a blast furnace that we will be completely redesigning once we have tank, so I'm down to just do it as a one-off. Is superconducting 9,000? Yes. Give me... Sure, 50 buckets will suffice. $50 buckets of krypton. Xenon krypton. I guess I'll just do it on one of these. So I need a fluid input. A item input and an output. Item input of at least 4 slots. Let's just get a big one so I can dump all the ingredients in at once. No? No big ones? Alright, that's as big as I've got. I need a UV energy input. Do I have 8 CFs? Do I need 8 CFs? I do. This is, yeah, LUV. Alright, we'll add a couple more later. We'll swap your energy input to UV. And an output bus. So what all do I need for this? It's 40, so awakened draconium plate times 40. Done. There's an easy one. Fluxed armor plating times 400. Oh, that was easy. I like it when the solution to make the thing is just, yep, I can do it. Is that exactly 400? Why you no support, move all. And 40 times 16, is that 640? Yeah. 640 quantum flux. You know, it's probably easier just to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's also a little bit laggier, apparently. A lot bit laggier. No fast workbench equivalent for the wireless crafting terminal. Oh. You shouldn't be doing that. What's an item I will never have less than 0 of? I suppose there is no item I will have less than 0 of, because it's impossible to have less than 0 of an item. But I should have an item in here, even if it is a drawer key. Alright, so this is making our platings. Good. You want an awakened core to hold? I guess I can make an awakened core to hold. Didn't take that long, right? Crafting 64 payless. Did it get stuck again doing this? This step should be basically instant. No, it did it. Okay. I guess it's not instant enough. Can you put the level emitter as -1? I tried to hit the minus button. It wouldn't let me do it. So I suspect you can't. No, it does not support negatives. Alright, you would have you made your, no you haven't. Make me an awakened core. Ah. Awaken core me. Injector. Let's encode this recipe while we're at it. So it's 4 chaos shards, 4 neutronium, 2 matrices. 4 chaos shards, 4 neutronium, 2 matrices. And I assume this is a draconic level recipe. Yeah. How much energy did that use? 100,000 million billion. 30 billion. No bigs. DE fusion. In theory, this creates a worst case race condition where the two interfaces race each other, I think, maybe, possibly. That's not the right item to rename. Apparently, if you rename the encoded pattern, it unnames itself. It added the repair cost to it. It did not add the name to it. In case you were wondering what happens when you do that. Oops, wrong button. And you. Alright. So once you are done running your missions, which you are currently in the process of running the data mission slowly. But once you run the data mission, you can run the Chaos Dragon mission, and then we should be able to craft those injector. What is my biggest crafting CPU? This one. I don't know how big it is. 3 by 2, so 6 by 3, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23 times 64k. You need to pick up chaos shards for the quest. Doesn't look like it. Or I've already done so. I do need to pick up the awakened core I made though. Alright, other things we need to pick up include we need to make a draconic reactor core. Oh, that uses another 4 chaos shards. Wait, the reactor core, is it chaotic tier? No, it's draconic tier. So it's 4 awakened draconium, 4 chaos shards, 2 Einsteinium. 4, 4, 2. 2. I think I've already touched my chaos cores for or chaos shards for the chaos shard quest, because I think I saw it being marked as done. I'll recheck in a sec. Probably never have to make 4. Well, never pre-tank will we have to make 4 of those injectors at a time. Or whatever, fusion cores at a time. Can I unpin all of this? I should add the cobalt and antimony ingot recipes, though. That's kind of why. Cobalt ingot. Not like that. There's a lot of different types of cobalt ore. This one. And antimony. I don't know what I hit. But I hit a hotkey. This one. I wonder what machine will end up with the most recipes. I mean, obviously molecular assembler, but excluding that one. The cutting machine has 9 interfaces, of which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 are in use, so the cutting machine is currently beating the multi-smelter, which is at 5, but we shall see. Can I make my Omnium now? Even if I can't make all 499, can we make part of this? Zinc ingot? Wait, what? Oh, I didn't put a storage bus on that one. Why is helium still there? Helium. I didn't take the things out of it. Did I miss any other ones? Nope, just that. Regarding my JEI bookmark, do you indicate what file needs to be copied over in your guide? Oh, please. You think I know how to read? I saw we were out of Chrome, so I guess we're doing another batch of Buy That Ruby Dust. Abuse of Omni coins. Ruby 4. And then there was a zinc recipe missing. Where are you at, zinc dust? You gonna be able to work now? You say no because we're missing chrome. Alright, we're fixing that right now. Helium is hot, and I need to put a storage bus on that. That is... okay. Storage bus. On you. Exactly the right number of conduits or cables left. Are my chaos shards done? Nice. Let's make 10 of these. No? Crystal matrix. This is just the block form, right? Yeah. Injectors. 10, go. Alright, that's a lot of exquisite diamonds. Start. While that does its thing, let's add the rest of the CEFs here. And the cables. Good night, Hawking. I don't think you'll miss tank tonight. I find it exceedingly unlikely that we will make it to tank tonight. To the point where I can practically guarantee you that we won't. Alright, is the package, or is it using... are you using this right now? You are. Dang it. I wanted to drop in the recipes. Tier 10. Now here it is. I suppose if that's in use, then we can make the recipes for everything else first. The CF still need to be plugged in. You bring up a good point. I mean, some of them were plugged in. The ones that just happened to be plugged in were plugged in. Even if I were to be able to make the tier 10 microminer today, I don't think I could launch it. Launching it requires all this hydrogen, right? 64 or 256 ultra dense hydrogen, of which I have 33. Although, I mean, we've made 34 in the last... I make about, what, a minute? So maybe. It's definitely not out of the question, I suppose. I still find it unlikely. Let's see if our heavy platings are all done. Mouse. Thank you. Yep. That's all of them. So these are neutronium plates in Einsteinium in a even hotter blast furnace. I need these coils for this. Now that we have neutronium ingots, I guess we can also drop in the neutronium plate recipe. Neutronium plate. We can compressor. Can we cutting machine? We can, but it takes 4,000 seconds. Is it faster? Yeah, let's stick with the compressor for this one. Thanks for offering, though, cutting machine. I like your go-get-em attitude. That doesn't go in there. Alright, so that makes neutronium plates, neutronium heavy plate. How many heavy plates do I need? Is it the same number? No, it isn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 42. So 84. I guess if I ask for 84, I get 96. What's forestry doing? I mean, at the very least, forestry gives us the crafting tables at the beginning. What was it, 84? So I only need some of these. I need a blast furnace. I need these coils, which are almost done. Oh, that's LUV. UV energy input, fluid input, and an output bus. We'll put you right over here, just in case I need to extend that line a little bit at some point. Probably won't, but you never know. One of those. Output. Fluid input. And input. So it's neutronium plates go into here. Liquid Einsteinium. I don't know if I have enough of that yet, actually. How much does it need? 144 per times 42 is like 6 buckets. Just under 6 buckets. Just over 6 buckets. Right around 6 buckets. Of which we have 4.5. So we'll wait a little bit on that, I guess. But that's basically, it's ready for us. All we have to do is transfer some Einsteinium over. Then I still need these universal navigators. $60.48 millibuckets. That's, I'm willing to believe that. That sounds about right. What is this plate? Naquata alloy. We cut it. A little slow to cut. But I guess cutting's the only way to do it. Unless we want to, yeah, we'll cut it. A quad alloy plate. And there's one more full interface here. And 2 crafting recipes. Alright, how many universal navigators do I need? 1, 2 for that, 1 for this. Is it just 3? Do these use it? Doesn't look like it. Three universal navigators. These are 3 wetwares. No biggie. And notice that my wetware count was remarkably low. 17, oh no, 1700 is fine. Because 2000 is a full drawer, so I just want to make sure these are full. Yeah, well, they're as full as they're going to be. You added a flavor tooltip to those? What are those? Wetwares? No? Navigation whatevers? See you later, navigator? I like it. It's very, very punny. So I guess if I make the core, do I need the stabilize? Do I need reactors for tier 9? Yeah. So I need those 2. I need a UV field gen and probably advanced quantum chest too. You're probably done crafting. You're not being used for anything right now, are you? Let's add these recipes in so I can have Applied Energistics tell me what all I might or might not be missing. You and you. The reference to something? I mean, I know the see you later alligator line, but I don't know what specifically you're referencing with this one. Oh, my injectors are done. Sick. Alright, let's just make another fusion in crafter. We'll make this the dedicated one that only does chaotic tier tasks. Alright, so it's what? Laser, air block, hopping interface. So laser, air block, hopping interface, core. And then over here, everything's connected to off. Well, let's just put the wires in. We can plug everything in off the wires. Not there. Nope, not there either. Wait, is that right? No, that's not right. Not right at all. So laggy looking at the entire base. While I'm doing this, I probably have like 20 FPS. Yeah, 35 FPS. It feels worse than it is, perhaps. Did I want one to go there? I don't know how I put that one there on accident, but I did, and it belongs there, so I guess I'm okay with that outcome. No, stop. Please face the right way. timer you to turn you on. And then what's this? Airspace, interface, other interface. And we should name this DE Fusion Chaotic, so that it stands out from the rest of them, which are up to Draconic only. Oh, wrong button. Make me conduits. Make them quickly. So that goes to that, and then it's just lasers and a compass. Is it wetware stuck? I don't think so. It's just, it takes it a while to do its thing. It might not be distributing perfectly, which will make it seem apparently slower. I had these hooked up, right? Alright, so that one we'll put in like our fusion or whatever core energy ball. Let's do another. How many more chaos dragons do I have to kill? Actually, one chaos dragon for this. I assume 0 chaos dragons for this, plus 1 2 3 4, so 9 10 11 more chaos dragons. Unless I'm missing anything, I think that's it. The fact that I can hit the go button is good news. I like that it's just letting me hit the go button. It uses so many quantum circuits that it's more than my drawer contains. Alright, well. This is going to limit our ability to craft stuff for a little while. Perhaps we should let the current crafting task finish. Yeah, the issue is just that it didn't... The recipes are not perfectly distributed between the two. Because of the blocking mode not blocking. I can't check applied logistics configs here. I was wondering if insane blocking mode got turned off or something. Is exocells laggy? I have no clue. I tend to avoid it when I can because I don't trust it. Not so much because it's like not because I have any evidence that it's inherently laggier. But I've definitely run into issues where like its fluid assembler just doesn't work or something. So I avoid its bits as much as possible. The large cells in it work fine as far as I can tell. Alright, you know what? Let's just craft these. Bronson says I need 17 more chaos chaos dragons. Let's see. So it's 1 per chaotic core, 1 per reactor core. Right, so it's 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. Unless I'm missing something, I'm pretty sure it's only 11. We'll see. If it turns out I need more later, it's easy enough to add more later. Did I count the chaotic solar? Is there a chaotic solar panel somewhere? Ah, there we go. Okay, so this needs another 4. Or another 1, rather. Because it's 1 more core to make 2. So 12. If the answer is 17, there's still 5 unaccounted for. Is 17 the total? It might be possible that I didn't need 10 chaotic injectors. This only needs 8 chaotic injectors. No, I did need the full 10 chaotic injectors. This uses all 10. Alright, so 12. Let's just order 12. If it turns out we need to order a few more later, so be it. Asking for a lot here, so it'll probably take it, you know, some time to do the crafting. It just, oh my god, look at all these plates! Plates, rods, gears, tons of wires. Has to even cover the wires. Making blocks to make more plates. Using up all my luminescence. Apparently used all my stored nether stars, and it is going to craft another 5,000 on demand. And my cutting machine still EV? The cutting machines are not going to end up being the bottleneck, but I can check. Cutting machine. They are. I'm pretty sure the cutting machines are plenty fast though for this process. So given that, let's drop in the recipes for these various cores. Oh wait, no, we've already made the have I reactor core? Yeah, we've already done that one. Can unpin it. Stabilizer is 8 items. Frame, ring, rotor, 2 and 4, yes. So this is chaotic tier. Did I ever switch my cutting machine to lubricant? Yeah, all my my cutting machine processing array is lubricant, isn't it? I think it's always been lubricant. It's just my random cutting machines that are one-ofs throughout the base. Yeah, it's lubricant. It's just cutting machines that are like one-off throughout the base that are just for a dedicated purpose that I tend to give water to out of laziness. Alright, so that's a stabilizer, but it's made of bits. Oh, these platings are going to take a thing, aren't they? Hold on. I might have to do the redstone processing to make a rotochrosite or something. Let's see. Compactor gear. I believe it's the same thing as gear compactor. Let's make sure of that. Yeah. I just named them differently because I'm a big idiot. And of reactor ring. We have Einsteinium plates already, right? Yeah. I think that goes into the solars. One of these things. These gears look so funny. Which of these is a gear? You're a gear. And the rest of your crafting recipes? Yep. Alright, how many stabilizers do I need? 1, 2, 3. $15 dragon hearts. Why don't I have dragon hearts? Nether sapphire ore. What? And elite plating. Okay. Dragon hearts come from tier 7s. Uh-oh. That's not what I want to see. Draconium, chrome. Oh, no, no, stop! Stop! Don't! How many dragon hearts per do you give me? You give me 32 per, so I don't need to launch 20. Maybe we can do like 2. Rustonia crystal, that's easy. I can fix that. That's it. Okay. Okay, we're not dead. He's 7 dragon. Can we do 4? Not enough wetware, but those are being crafted. Right now. Right? Yeah, you are making progress on them. Let's do 2 for now. Get that started. I should probably have made sure to put that on one of the smaller crafting CPUs. Not the huge one. Because it fits on a smaller one. Applied Energistics by default puts it on the biggest crafting CPU you have available. Even if it'll fit on a smaller one that has the same number of coprocessors. Alas. Oh my god, it's gonna take it forever to finish crafting. I guess we can't kick off this craft because I'm waiting for those dragon eggs to come back. I guess we start looking at this one. I have 4 huge ones. Okay, I have a huge one, but I have 4 large ones. It's 4, 4, 2. 4, 4. So 4, 4, 2. And this goes into there. Chaotic core is also 4, 4 with 2 Omnium. 4, 2. Good morning, KF Cubley. Or evening, wherever it happens to be. I guess let's put in our Omnium explosion recipes. This one goes in explosion. And then we can make from that. Wait. There we go. Make ingots and blocks. What happens tier 9 if I just try to make one of these? Tell me what I am missing. 4 chaos shards, 6 elite platings, a UV field gen. Okay. So let's start with the easy stuff. Tier 4. What did you miss today? We're just creeping along our way towards the creative tank. Do I have EV fuel gens? HV, EV. Yes, I do. Why is quantum circuit purple? I guess it's the same. Wait. It's purple. Whatever. I guess if it wants to be purple, it can be purple. Who am I to judge? This one has to go into the packager. No one's queued on the packager right now, right? Someone might be queued on that packager. Is the assembly line working? Yes, it is. Yeah, we can borrow the recipe briefly. Oh wait, no, this one's even full. So I need a new package recipe holder pair anyways. I guess just one package recipe holder for this. Yeah, that one's full. We'll start over with a new one to fit you. The recipe is this. There's nothing in here that has tiers, right? Nope. Out of ambition, we will have 2 of them. One to put into each. And oh, that needs UV emitter too, which I can't imagine we have. Looks right to me. UV emitter. That's not an emitter, that's a field generator. That's an emitter. Do I have recipe slots left? I have one there. Can we make a recipe slot, if only briefly? By taking out like a fusion computer? Let's just add another interface. What are these called? Assembly line, comma 1 and 2. I'm hesitant to put it here because I think the laser will push into that. I think we have to put it either top or this side. Is that right? 2 goes over here? Yeah. And I guess we'll, for sake of consistency, paramount. Alright, so that should be that. If I can, now could I order, wait, what even was this for? Why did the tier 9 need one? Who knows? UV emitter. Did I not literally just put that recipe in? UV emitter. Is it MBT data something? Missing one package recipe. What? UV emitter. Are you like not connected? Despite looking connected? No, it's... Do emitters have MBT data? Not normally. You show up here. I must have imported it with... No, there's no MBT data here. One UV emitter package. Okay, there's missing recipes here, that's fine. But why don't you know... Oh. Gimme. What? How did that... What? UV emitter package makes this. Did I put the wrong circuit in it? I don't think so. No, that's the right one. But I think I configured this one to somehow use a UV field generator package. Which, oh, that caused it to circular, to form a loop. And when it gets stuck in the loop, it breaks itself out by saying it can't do it. Because it needs a UV emitter to make a UV field gen. But if the UV emitter is using UV field gens, obviously that's not going to work out. Okay, good. So, osmiridium foil, 4x niobium titanium cable. Osmiridium foil, 4x niobium titanium cable. That one. This one. Should just pin this stuff. 4x niobium titanium wire, sensible. Gravity star frame, elite plating. That Gravity Star is... We can either mine it or we can autoclave it. I'm gonna go ahead and autoclave it. Can we melt neutronium? We can. It'll be like neutronium ingot plus 4 nether stars. Make a gravity star. Is that the right ratio? 36. 36 times 4 is 144. Yeah, that's right. So I need a fluid extractor and an autoclave. That fluid extractor might just not get made, huh? Because it's kind of in queue behind everything. There's 12,000 diamond plates in queue. The queue just doesn't end. Yeah, that fluid extractor is not being made. Alright, I'm gonna make this recipe and put it in this chest as my hold on to it for later. Alright, we're gonna need neutronium frames. Which is neutronium rods. Ooh, that's a slow lathe recipe. Actually better to extruder them? Well, whatever. We'll do it in the lathe anyways. I have enough spare neutronium that I don't need to like worry about the, you know, exact quantities. Frames go into there. So that's a neutronium frame. Gravity star recipe, we just have to put, I guess to satisfy the ME system for now, I will put this in here. That's empty, right? Until I actually build a processing line for it. Or we can just hand process those for like the however many we need to get to tank. I've put these in now, right? Elite plating on chaos shards. Alright, so chaos shards are on their way. We've launched a mission. Now elite plating. I put this off because I don't want to do rotochrosite, but I suppose we can only put it off for so long. This EV alloy smelter. I believe our alloy smelters are at least EV. And I think we have advanced plating already. Yeah. I don't want to do it. Do we have Enderium plate? We do. Okay. So rotochrosite isn't actually all that hard. We chemical reactor redstone ore with sulfuric acid, and that makes us crush rotochrosite. Oh. That's it. There's one step involved. And I already have chemical reactors to use. Alright, maybe I was avoiding this for no good reason. How much redstone ore do I have? 13,000. Because I haven't been processing it. So you input this, that's redstone, and then I need fluid interface with sulfuric. Is 1,000 rotochrosite enough? I expect so. What is it? 4 per... I need 6 per reactor frame? 4 per... Yeah, that's way more than enough. By a comfortable margin. Alright, so that makes crushed rotochrosite and and molten redstone. Which I guess... Unless we turn it into like redstone ingots or something. Of course, I can't actually craft a fluid solidifier right now because I can't craft cables right now because I, once again, am still out of chlorine to craft more cable covers with. This is what I get for covering all of my cables in the good stuff. What is the priority on this? That's high priority. Why are you... I'm just gonna avoid the excess. We have enough. Extract purple, round robin disabled. Fluid trash can. Fluid filter, U. Dilute hydrochloric. All right. If we can't reprocess it, oh, I think the thing is our distillery is too slow. Yeah. All right. Well, you know what? This is fine now. Can we upgrade you to a faster chemical reactor? We can, but I don't have a faster one on hand. I'd have to make one. And making one is going to require wires. All right, well, we get what we got. Check the amount of rubber you use per type. It uses significantly less than like standard rubber, but it's still a fair bit of it's still a fair bit when I need to cover a tremendous number of wires. Fluid. Silicone rubber, 32 buckets. Yeah, it's just... I don't even have that many wires left in the queue. We're almost through the backlog. Here, we can just see based on this. So it's using silicone rubber is 1/4, I believe. It's... Yeah, so, okay, yeah, this shows all three of them. Yeah, this shows us all three. Silicone rubber is 36, styrene butadiene is 72, and regular rubber is 144, so it's 1/4. The thing should basically have all its silicone rubber made now. The ratio depends on the number of tiers below what's required. I see. So if it can be covered in regular rubber, it's 1/2 for it's 1/2 for styrene butadiene and 1/4 for silicone. Cyborg Gabe says he doesn't want to AFK on Omnifactory, or he wants to AFK on Omnifactory, but doesn't want to leave his PC on. Is there a way I can have your PC off while still running your world? If you host this, if you have someone else host your server, then yes. Generally speaking, that means paying for a hosting service. I know there's one that's partnered with the pack itself. I imagine that one would be a good choice. I have not used hosting services in a very long time, so I have limited experience personally with what's good or not, but I will, I suppose, plug the one that is sponsoring the pack, which seems like a reasonable choice. But there's, you know, tons of options out there if you want to find another one. Okay, yeah, so this is making this now. That should mean my wires are done being covered. What's taking you so long? Oh, you're covering them like a couple at a time. Alright, fine. Alright, fine. Oh, there's a lot more gold cables scheduled to be covered. A lot more gold cables scheduled to be covered. Can I upgrade you? It seems like a good idea to do so then. What I really should have done is upgraded this drawer earlier. Yeah, I don't stock a lot of silicone rubber as a fluid, but I was stocking it as a like the polydimethylsiloxane that goes into it. Here. Instead, I will, for now, because I don't really care about the redstone. The molten redstone, right? I don't need it. Like, it's nice to have, no doubt. But what I need is actually need the diamond or the rhodochrosite. So why don't we just do this? Where's my item conduits? Please don't need to cover wires to make item conduits. Insert the face. Good. I may have used up all my large crafting CPUs. Alright, that'll give me crushed rhodochrosite. Tier 9. It's just missing the chaos shard. Hallelujah. It's worth setting up multiples of these to speed it up, yeah. Which one is bottlenecked? Oh, this one. Oh yeah, because we're crafting a whole bunch of those. I mean, for now, it's technically only the slowest thing in your entire crafting is the bottleneck, right? And I can rather strongly assure you that it's not going to be this. It's not going to be these tables. Until my wires get covered, I can't even begin the assembly line processes, and those will easily be the actual bottleneck in the process. So we'll get around to setting up additional crafters, but maybe not yet. Let's get the neutronium solar recipes in. Oh, are they in? Are they in all the way? No. Chaotic solar 16x superconductor. So that's 4x superconductor, and we already know how to make that. Chaotic solar is a very easy fusion crafting recipe. For certain values of very easy. And that probably requires more solars. 4 solars, 4 wires, and 2 cores. 4 solars, 4 wires, 2 cores. I know how to make energy cores. Yep, I've got both the energy cores already. And you are draconic tier. So I guess we should get 4 copies of you. One, two, three, 4. This is just a crafting recipe. Wyvern. 4, 4, and 2. Was that the right ratio? Yep. Once again, get 4 of you. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then those are tier 8s, which we can already make. So, if I were to ask for one of these, that's a tremendous number of bytes. We need to bump up our mana infused ingot threshold. Don't know why it needs so many, but apparently it does, and I am not one to question it. If it says it needs it, I'm willing to believe it. Also, I noticed we were incredibly low on draconium. Why is this? Out of nitro diesel, you say? You are running, but you're running at HV. Let's give you a bit of boost. This is HV cable, so we can go up to IV easily. Fortunately, I don't have an IV energy input hatch. So I guess we use 2 EV ones. Oh yeah, I'm sure that the fact that I'm not, like, I have all this excess heavy fuel because I'm cracking light fuel instead of naphtha. But my naphtha's not in storage, which means it's doing something. What it is, hell if I know, but it's doing something. Probably making circuit boards. Alright, well, that'll speed that up. I guess I should check, make sure I have all the fuel in the world. And you still have drilling fluid. Alright. I think the one, like, I gave it 64 buckets of drilling fluid once. And I have never refilled that tank, and I will never refill that tank. So, that's done. I'll have to launch another microminer for that. We'll have to launch some microminers for these. Well, the sapphire ore I could probably buy. The microminers for those are launched already. That, and then we just have to make the neutronium plating. Alright. The end is closer than I thought. So this is tier 1 for gems, or tier 3, but I think the tier 1 is better. Tier 1 for gems. Can I do 1,000? Is that too many? Fine tin alloy. What? How? I guess I've been living off my backlog of fine tin alloy wire this entire time. So I've never made more fine tin alloy wire. I think I'm, like, back in LV, I was batch crafting these, right? And I made so many that I'm still living off of that. Alright. Works for me. It's not. That's what I want. And tin alloy I already have, right? No. I don't. I still have tin alloy foils, though, for the future. I guess let's use dusts. Iron... Actually, iron I should use ingot. Because I don't process any iron. Alloy smelter for you. You are just a crafting recipe. How many was it that I needed? I needed 4,000 exquisite diamonds. I get 48 per, so I need at least 100. Does this come from... No, this comes from the same mission. I mean, we may as well do this one then. 2 birds, 1 stone, right? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stacks. 96. 90s. Screw it. Do I not have that mission encoded? No, it's gems? Gems. 100 is more than enough. Let's do 200 just to be sure. If 100 is more than enough, 200 has to be way more than enough, right? That's how this logic works. And then creation data. I can't launch this mission yet, but perhaps we can pre-craft the micro miners for it. So T2s get us 4 each. And I need 4 stacks of it. So T2s. I need 1 stack of T2s. And 100 is close. Nope, 100 does not fit on my crafting CPU. 64 does, so I guess we ask for 64. And then we hold those... Uh-oh. Something is using resources as they come in, apparently. We'll hold these back until next time to launch for our creation datas. Wait, I thought we needed a UV assembler for something. Isn't... Oh, I think there was a time when this was made in the UV assembler. Or assembly machine, whatever. Sure looks like we don't need a UV assembler anymore, though. Okay. Yeah, looks like we don't. Okay. I think at this point, basically everything is ready. All we have to do is wait for a lot of these missions to run. And, I mean, these are got, like, this is multiple hours of crafting tasks queued up now. Because, why are these still crafting? Those I would have expected to be done by now. I'm out of radon. But I am not out of radon gas. Oh, my radon gas producer is probably just too slow. Let's double check just to make sure. These have their items. That's not terribly surprising. Where in the world is my radon electrolyzer? I guess we look for radium salt. It's around here somewhere. Find the particles. You know, if I were to do this again, I think what I would do is all of these ME interfaces that are not doing anything, like that are just passively supplying items, instead of hiding them on the interface terminal, I would name them something like Z underscore the thing they're providing. So that way I can use the interface terminal to find these, but they are still all in the, they're all in the bottom chunk of the, they're all in the bottom chunk of the interface terminal, so they stay out of the way. Alright. So we know it's on this side somewhere. It'd be on the higher voltage tier. I expect it to be around here somewhere. Okay, so I lose it here. We lose it there. I'm just gonna... We're gonna find the borders. It's somewhere between here. Drawers below and behind you. There's just enough lag that because I'm moving, I can't quite figure out where you are referring to. It has to be in my field of vision right now, right? Am I crazy? It doesn't search here, but we know it's between... Wait, I think I saw the particles. Nope. Ah, Found it. Haha. All right. Do I have a faster electrolyzer built? I don't. All right. Yeah, this thing is making radon as fast as it can. Here. For the future. I mean, by the time it's filled that tank up, we'll have creative tank. But whatever. I think my method of finding it was pretty proud, or was pretty good. Like, it's basically at the intersection of these three, you know. Like, the fourth line would have ended up around here somewhere, and then you intersect them, and it's pretty darn close to where it was. It's kind of like triangulating it. Anyways, yeah, with that, those will craft. I think I'm reasonably confident all of this crafting should go through given sufficient time. Like, this is taking forever because of radon supply. Oh, I'm still solidifying radon, aren't I? Let's turn that off as well, because I almost assuredly have enough of that. Yeah. I don't need that extra load on the, I don't need that extra load on the radon maker at this moment. Can I make these? Where's all my dark steel? Can I make like some of these? I'm gonna make this until I can't make it anymore. And that was apparently the number, 100. Probably out a bunch of dark steel because I just used it. Oh yeah, I just used it kicking off missions. All right, I think we're fine to just leave here then. We'll come back next time to hopefully all these missions completed. I'll probably log in tomorrow or maybe even just later tonight to make sure that these are well on their way to completion. Because this is enough steps, like, there's enough work in the queue here that it'll take it a couple hours to complete. And I want to make sure it does finish so that we don't have to wait for it again next time. So, let's end here today. It's a little bit shorter than usual, but I think we're, like, quite close to being able to make the creative tank. And barring a disaster, it'll be creative tank day on Wednesday. And then we got to do the fun stuff that comes after. I know at the start of the series I said I wasn't sure if I was going to go post creative. At this point I think I will. There's definitely a lot that changes once we get past creative tank. By the way, what is TPS at? Oh, we're fine. Just ever so slightly under 20 TPS, so we're still in good shape. But yeah, we get to take down a lot of this stuff once we get to creative tank, because a lot of it's for fluid related steps that just don't matter anymore once you have the creative tank. But yeah, thanks for dropping by, guys. Thanks for your encouragement, Nexa. Vending is so intimidating, but we'll get there. Baby steps. Baby steps. Creative tank is step one. But yeah, thanks for dropping by. I'll see you on Wednesday for more. And that's probably about when I expect we'll be finishing up with whatchamacallit as well. Levitated. I don't know exactly how much is left in Levitated. I still, like, if it ends up being more of this Tech Reborn stuff, my brain's gonna explode before we finish the series. So it's easy to make more than one creative tank. Yes, it is. Let me show you this recipe. I believe this is I think it's the epitome of the best creative recipe I've seen. So creative, when you launch a tier 10 microminer, you get Heart of a Universe. You fluid extractor that for 145 millibuckets of creative portable tank. You turn 144 of those millibuckets into the tank, leaving you exactly one left to put it into the tank itself and make more of it. Like, this is brilliant. It's such a cute and concise recipe that tells you exactly how to use the creative fluid tank. And it's, you know, key to the rest of the pack. All right, but see you guys later. Take care and good night.